from clickorlando.com and WKMG. We're getting results in your neighborhood now at 5 p.m. Now at 5, it's primary election day, the biggest races on your ballot and what you need to know before heading to the polls. And it's do or die for the Lake Mary Little League All-Stars. We'll check in with the team live from the Little League World Series. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Matt Austin.
And I'm Lisa Bell. You're watching News 6 at 5. The face of Florida politics could be changing tonight with a lot of races on the ballot tonight.
Yeah, we have party primaries and nonpartisan races for a U.S. Senate seat, a number of House of Rep seats, members of the state legislature, and important county and city positions. You're looking live right now at the Windermere area of Orange County. I don't know if that's live or not, but part of the county's District 1. Yeah, that is a live shot. Okay, good. A commissioner seat there is up for grabs today. I'm sorry for doubting you, producer. Some of those county positions also include sheriff's races. News 6's Eric Von Anken joins us live from Martin's Barbecue in Kissimmee. That is where Sheriff Marcos Lopez is holding an event as he runs for his second term. Eric.
Hey, Matt. Yes, exactly right. We're here on 192 because the sheriff tells me this is where what he calls his victory party is going to be later on tonight as the rest of the votes start coming in and we start to see some of the numbers. I got to tell you, I think this is the first time in my 21 years here at News 6 that I've covered a race where 4 of the candidates are running against their former boss. I want to bring up their pictures. So these are the 5 Democrat candidates, the 5 Democrats running to, or the 4 running to unseat current incumbent sheriff Marcos Lopez. All of these candidates, the 4 of them, have at one point or another been employees of the sheriff's office, including Amaryllis Rivera, who is the first Latina to enter this race to try and become the sheriff. So one of them, interestingly enough, happens to be the former sheriff of Osceola County. So that's Russ Gibson running against Marcos Lopez. Remember, Marcos Lopez beat him 4 years ago in the primary. I caught up with the top 3, Wiley Black, Russ Gibson, and Sheriff Lopez himself. All 4 of Sheriff Lopez's challengers say they're running against him to improve what they call transparency at the sheriff's office, and also because of the controversies that we've covered that Sheriff Lopez has found himself in over the last 4 years as sheriff. Whoever wins tonight's Democratic primary then goes on to November to face a Republican challenger, but none of those folks tonight are expecting that to be a challenge because, of course, Osceola County is a largely Democrat registered county to the point where they outnumber registered Republicans by some 20,000 people. We're live in Osceola County. We're going to be here all night. Eric Von Anken getting results, News 6.
It's certainly one of the more interesting races we're following tonight. Eric Von Anken, great job. Thank you. If you have any last-minute questions about your ballot, we have everything you need to know to cast your vote today in our voter guide. You can find it right now on clickorlando.com/results2024. And we want to hear from you on this election day. So you can take out your phone, scan that QR code on your screen. It will take you to clickorlando.com/react, where you can weigh in. And we would love to know, how did you cast your ballot this year? In person early, by mail, or did you do it the old-fashioned way today? Right now, most people said they actually voted by mail at 46%, which is interesting to see by the poll. I like to do it day of, personally.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pushing it to the last minute for me. I'm an early gal. ClickOrlando.com is also your source for up-to-date election results all evening. We'll also update you on air during our primary night election special from 7 to 8 o'clock tonight, live on TV and streaming on News 6 Plus and ClickOrlando.com. And if you run into any problems at your polling place today, our team of News 6 investigators wants to hear about that. Just call the number you see on your screen, 407-521-1323, or you can email the investigators at WKMG.com.
Well, it's do or die from here on out. Win or go home for the Lake Mary Little League All-Stars.
Yeah, unfortunately, Lake Mary lost for the first time in the Little League World Series 4-1 last night to the team from Boerne, Texas. But the tournament is double elimination, which means they have to lose twice in order to be out. News 6's Justin Wormuth is with the Lake Mary team tonight. He joins us live from Williamsport, Pennsylvania, ahead of tonight's matchup with the team from Staten Island. And again, Justin, this is a must-win for them.
It is must-win the rest of the way out, Lisa, absolutely. And the boys are ready to go. They had practice a little earlier today. They're feeling good. They played some ping pong. They rested up, all ahead of tonight's game against Staten Island at 7 o'clock. And joining us now, we have Jan and Michelle Rahosen. Their son, Garrett, is an infielder. And look at this. How about this? And there's his son, Garrett Rahosen. Gosh. Garrett, real quick, before you go down there, are you starting tonight on the hill?
I think so.
How does that feel?
Feels great, man.
Yeah? How much fun have you had so far, and how is the team feeling ahead of tonight's game?
It's been a lot of fun. Last night's loss was kind of hard, but we're ready to get back at it.
Didn't look like Lake Mary baseball. Would you say that's true?
Yeah, we didn't hit.
Tonight, you're more confident that we're going to hit?
Yeah.
Any message to the folks back home?
Not really.
Not really? Tune in and watch. All right, we'll see you down there. Thanks, buddy. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. And by the way, I want to give you this little tidbit of information. When Apopka Little League won the U.S. championship in 2001, they too came out of the elimination bracket. You like that?
I like this. Why
Does that
not?
give you a little bit more confidence?
We got a little grind to us, and I think this gives an opportunity for a couple of layers of this team to peel away and show. And give, it's not a 3 or 4 person team. It's 12 kids, and they're getting after it every single day. And I think this is going to give an opportunity for some heroes to appear.
I love that. I love that.
Whatever this guy's ready. We got this tonight, boys.
2 assistant coaches there also giving us some love. We're going to have much more at 6 o'clock. I'm going to have more with Garrett Rahosen. Hopefully I can catch him down there at the cages. But for now, reporting live in Williamsport, Pennsylvania, Justin Wormuth getting Results News 6.
So as you know, it's baseball. Anything can happen. That's why they play the game, right? Got to play them all.
I like a young man who talks with his arm rather than his mouth. He's like, I don't really have anything else to add. I'm just going to go out here and crush these kids. Justin Wormuth, thank you so much.
Fun to watch.
We'll check back in with you in a bit. Well, today was just a sample of what you can expect for the rest of the week. Rain.
Yeah, meteorologist Julie Broughton is pinpointing what we can expect after some drier days. Julie, I have to admit, it's nice to see this rain.
Yeah, we are in a very unsettled pattern, all because of a front sitting to our north. So those showers started early for us today. Seeing some more rain developing now right in the Ocala area. But look what's happening in Osceola County. That is where we are seeing some very heavy rain. All of this is tracking to the east around 15 to 20 miles per hour. As we scan out on the radar for you, 215 lightning strikes in the last radar scan. All this now beginning to track over toward areas like Palm Bay, also into Grant, Valcaria, Mico, Yeehaw Junction. You are seeing some of this as well. And we are going to keep some of these showers around as we head through the next couple of hours. Now, here's what it looks like right now on our Launch Credit Union camera out at Port Canaveral. You can see those dark skies out there. Current temperature is not registering right now, but you are likely in the 80s right now. 88 degrees in Melbourne. It is 78 degrees in Kissimmee, where you've seen that rain-cooled air moving in. Orlando officially reporting right now at 80 degrees, and you can tell who's dry right now. Leesburg, you are in the 90s, sitting at 92 degrees. If you are in the Villages, it is 93 degrees. It feels like the low 100s in some spots. We do have that front sitting to our north, so with that, we have those winds coming in out of the southwest. We'll talk more about how long this unsettled pattern sticks around coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, Julie, thank you. Developing right now, a woman has been found dead inside a burning car in Orlando. Sky 6 flew over the scene on Glasgow Avenue. That community is near Vineland and Turkey Lake Road. News 6 reporter Troy Campbell is on the ground and tells us deputies have shut down the road. He's also working to gather some more information, including the woman's name. You can count on us to bring you the latest info on air and online at clickorlando.com.
Taking out the trash can be a big chore, especially if the bag rips and garbage spills everywhere. Next at 5, we're looking into some of the best bags you can buy to avoid those kitchen messes. And later, the incredible images from last night's supermoon and when you can see it again. You're watching News 6 at 5, getting results for you tonight. We'll be right back.
Sponsored by Launch Credit Union. Go beyond.
What can we do as voters to ensure a smooth voting process?
Know before you go, be prepared, do your research ahead of time, and be ready to mark your ballot.
Thanks, Mary Jane. For more trusted info, visit clickorlando.com/results2024.
It's hurricane season, and the Pinpoint Weather Team is here for you. Because when the tropics heat up, we stay focused. No hype, no noise. Just a calm, consistent, accurate weather team tracking the hurricane's path with Pinpoint Doppler radar. And 3D views bring us inside the storm to help keep you and your family safe. This hurricane season, stay prepared with the new 6 Pinpoint Weather Team and the Hurricane Tracker app. New 6, getting results. Sponsored by AK Certified Roofing.
Does drive me crazy when those little drawstrings stretch all the way out and break.
I don't even know what brand of trash bag I have, but I have not had that problem. So I'm going to go home and pay attention now.
You take out the trash at your place?
From time to time.
No.
I have in the past.
Did you hear that stutter?
Throughout the course of my life, I have definitely taken out the trash at least once.
A handful of times, maybe. All right, Julie Broughton joins us now. We do have some pretty serious weather going on.
Yeah, it's pretty rough down in Osceola County right now. We've had some special weather statements in place. No severe weather advisories today, but we have seen some heavy rain, gusty winds, and a whole lot of lightning. Radar scanning out for us right now, showing we are seeing some showers developing in the Ocala area. So I'll start up there for you. Going in a little bit closer, you're seeing some pretty heavy rain now tracking toward the Ocala National Forest. Not much lightning within that cluster of showers and storms, but where you're really getting hit hard that we've been talking about really for about the last hour is down in Osceola County, now moving over toward Brevard County. So we are talking about 2 to 3 inches of rain falling per hour, where you see those areas of red and orange on the radar right along 192. So Deer Park, you're getting hit pretty hard right now. This is tracking over toward Palm Bay, Grant, Valkyria. We'll track this leading edge of this line of showers and thunderstorms for you. These are moving to the east right around 15 to 20 miles per hour. So on that path, you can look at this list and see if your town is in this area. So if you are in West Melbourne, the leading edge of this moves into your area in about 5 minutes. Aurora in about 6 minutes. West O'Galley, you'll see some of this in less than 10 minutes. Palm Bay, 9 minutes. And Sherman Park, this will head your way in about 13 minutes. Again, expect some really strong winds as this comes through. Winds gusting around 40 to 50 miles per hour. Rolling through our afternoon hours. Now, here's a look over downtown Orlando. This is our Light Orlando Delivering Hope Together camera, sitting at 80 degrees, but it feels like 84. We're seeing winds coming in out of the south. Leesburg, you're dry, so you're a little bit warmer, 92. It is 94 for our friends in the Villages. If you're in Ocala, you're at 93. 88 right now in New Smyrna Beach. Now we've got that front to our north, so out ahead of that, our winds are coming in out of the southwest, and that front's going to just kind of stall out, keeping our rain chances elevated through the rest of the week. Now I want to show you this beautiful cat. This is Princess. So your hour by hour forecast will keep some showers around till around 9 o'clock with temperatures falling into the low 80s. Please go to clickorlando.com/pins and show us your pet photos so we can use them on air. Clouds and rain forecast as we take you through the next couple of days. Again, that front stall, so even into tomorrow night, still a lot of moisture heading our way. And then that front just kind of wiggles around on top of Central Florida, keeping our rain chances really high Thursday into Friday and even into the weekend. I do think our rain chances will stay higher than normal. Taking you out to the tropics, Ernesto has officially lost its tropical characteristics. So at this moment, nothing concerning that we are tracking. Now, here's your pinpoint accurate forecast.
Your forecast brought to you by Napleton Chrysler Jeep Dodge.
77 is our overnight low. Then tomorrow we go back to a high of 94 with rain chances of 60%. Those creep up to 70% to wrap up our work week and head into the weekend with highs in the low 90s and morning lows in the mid to upper 70s.
Julie, thank you. Still to come, see some of the remarkable photos from last night's super moon. Did you see it? And when you can see the next one.
Tuesday evening traffic alert look. So I talk about this area a lot in I-4 in Seminole County, 46, 46A. So just be careful out there on the main line. But I also need you to be cautious overnight at 46A at Reinhardt. So that's going to be H.E. Thomas and Reinhardt. That's just east of the intersection right there. So they're installing some new traffic lights overnight. There's some law enforcement presence out there and could possibly run into some lane closures. So just be cautious. Wraps up right around 6 a.m. and then we'll see those lane closures north and southbound along 417 out by Moss Park. I'm Trooper Steve, the News 6 traffic alert. Drive safely. I'll catch you in the morning.
You're watching News 6 at 5, getting results. We'll be right back.
No matter what's happening where you live, trust Sky 6 to get you the bigger picture. Exclusively sponsored by attorney Dan Newland. Join News 6 and BFAR Contracting on August 22nd for the A Gift for Teaching phone bank. Your donations will help thousands get school supplies. Help get results with the A Gift for Teaching phone bank, only on News 6.
Well, if you missed it, there were some pretty incredible sights in the sky last night.
Yeah, last night's full moon was a super moon, and a bunch of you took the chance to see it and send us your photos. We appreciate that, including Donna in Ocala, Carolyn in St. Cloud, and Susie in Melbourne. NASA says the super moon is a new or full moon that is within 90% of its closest approach to Earth. While we'll have a full moon for the next couple of days, it's not going to be looking like this. If you missed it, NASA says there's going to be 3 more supermoons, with the next coming on September 17th. So
those are some good pictures. My camera never does it justice.
No, mine either. I think they've got some special stuff going on.
Definitely that last
one. They know what
one
they're
there,
doing.
yeah.
If you took some great photos of the moon, we'd love to see them. You can scan the QR code on your screen to add them to our Pin It page, clickorlando.com. You may see them on TV. I can never tell the difference with the naked eye between the supermoon and the,
I could tell last night driving home.
Look big?
It was big, and it was this beautiful golden color. So
it's nice.
It was very nice, yeah. Well, ahead at 5:30, groundbreaking research to treat aggressive forms of cancer being done right here in Central Florida. The big boost in funding that researchers just got to get results for kids.
And we're taking you live to Daytona International Speedway ahead of a big race this weekend. We're getting results on News 6. Keep it here. We'll be right back.
Congratulations to Trooper Steve on winning the 2024 Law Enforcement Officer of the Year Award.
Live from clickorlando.com and WKMG. We're getting results in your neighborhood now at 5:30.
Now at 5:30, nearly a month after a laundromat seemingly exploded out of nowhere in Ocala, we're checking in on where things stand tonight. First, though, primary election is underway across Florida. Glad you're with us. I'm Lisa Bell.
And I'm Matt Austin. You're watching News 6 at 5:30. If you haven't cast your vote today, you still have an hour and a half to get to the polling place and make your voice heard. You're looking live at a polling place in Southwest Orlando, just north of Universal, part of Florida's State Senate District 15 race. Just one of the races we're keeping a close eye on tonight. Another we're following. The 3 Orange County Commissioner seats up for a vote today. District 1 Commissioner Nicole Wilson is being challenged by Austin Arthur. District 3 Commissioner Myra Uribe is being challenged by former Commissioner Linda Stewart and Gus Martinez. District 5 will have a new commissioner regardless, since Emily Bonilla has reached her term limit. Steve Leary, Kelly Semrad, and Joy Goff-Marcial are all running for that seat. ClickOrlando.com is also your source for up-to-date election results all evening. We'll also update you on air during our primary night election special from 7 to 8 tonight, live on TV and streaming on News 6 Plus and ClickOrlando.com. And if you run into any problems at your polling place today, our team of News 6 investigators wants to hear about it. Just call the number on your screen, 407-521-1323, or email the investigators at WKMG.com.
New details tonight about a scary situation from last month that is still unresolved. We're talking about that laundromat explosion back on July 30th. The Classic Laundromat and Dry Cleaner on Northeast 25th Avenue in Ocala exploded. 4 people were hurt, 7 businesses nearby were impacted. So we stopped by again today, and we found it is not looking much better in the month since that incident. News 6's Emily McLeod spoke with the attorney of one of the victims on what's next for them.
Developing right now, a woman has been found dead inside a burning car in Orlando. Sky 6 flew over the scene on Glasgow Avenue near Vineland and Turkey Lake Road. News 6's Troy Campbell is on the scene. Troy, thank you. In your health headlines tonight, a multi-million-dollar donation is advancing groundbreaking cancer research right here in Central Florida.
This is really interesting. Scientists at Nemours Children's Health in Lake Nona are pioneering the use of the Zika virus to treat different forms of cancer. As News 6's Mark Lehman shows us, the research could lead to life-saving treatments for children. Mark, thank you. According to the American Cancer Society, there are as many as 800 new cases of neuroblastoma every year, and about 9 in 10 cases are diagnosed by the age of 5. It is by far the most common cancer in infants younger than 1 year old. Officials say survival rates vary. Among low-risk patients, more than 95% will survive 5 years past diagnosis, but for high-risk children, that number is about 50%.
We have an update for you tonight on efforts to make sure no kid is hungry during the school day. Earlier this month, we told you all Central Florida school districts are providing free meals for students through the U.S. Department of Agriculture's Community Eligibility Provision Program, except for Seminole County. Leaders say the district does not qualify under the program's formula. But today, Seminole County Public Schools told us they've partnered with the USDA's school breakfast program to provide free breakfast for all students at 11 of their 37 elementary schools and free breakfast and lunch at the Early Learning Hopper Center, Endeavor School, Journeys Academy, and Eugene Gregory Academy.
Well, it is a common sight on the road, but what happens when you see a stop sign and a painted bar on the ground? Where are you supposed to stop?
Trooper Steve goes on patrol to explain what the law says about what to do in these situations. Steve also explains what to do if there's a stop sign but no stop bar, or vice versa, in his full stream. You can watch it right now at clickorlando.com. You can hit the road live with Trooper Steve on patrol weekday mornings at 8 on the News 6 Plus streaming app for your smart TV, or clickorlando.com.
We do want to take a look at what's trending right now on Central Florida's #1 news website, clickorlando.com. The top story online: it has been a relatively quiet first half of the hurricane season.
Don't say that. Why are you saying that?
Knock on wood. Knock on wood. But that's not what experts predicted before the season started. Some were using words like explosive, hyperactive, busy to describe this year's hurricane season. So News 6 meteorologist Jonathan Kagas digs into why it seems like it's been a slow start to the season.
You clearly don't believe in jinxes. What in the world was that?
You know, we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully it stays the way it is. Here's some of the other top stories online right now. After a slowdown in March, illegal immigration in Florida has surged. We're looking at how it's impacting your wallet. And how does 4 tickets to Disney on Ice sound? You can enter to win as many times as you want every day between now and 11:30 next Monday night. You do have to be a News 6 insider to enter. If you're not, it's free to sign up.
Anything on ice sounds great right now.
Anything
right?
near ice,
Correct.
in ice, absolutely.
Yes. Still to come after the break, it is race weekend at Daytona International Speedway. We're taking you live to Daytona International with more on that coming up. But first, Julie.
We are continuing to track some heavy rain and strong storms affecting southern Brevard County as well as Osceola County. We'll pinpoint these and talk about the rest of your evening coming up in just a few minutes.
Plus, the local company that just won a big prize from NASA. Find out what they created. You're watching News 6 at 5:30, getting results for you on this Tuesday. We'll be right back.
This portion of the news is sponsored by Good Greek Moving and Storage.
Redistricting may have changed your precinct. So how do we know where to go on Election Day?
You can check your sample ballot, you can check your voter information card, or you can visit your website of your local supervisor of elections, and that will tell you where to go.
Thanks, Mary Jane. For more trusted info, visit clickorlando.com/results2024.
Your source for election results in 2024 is right here on News 6 and clickorlando.com.
We're bringing you live local team coverage from our entire news team.
Coverage of the key races in every county with information on each amendment and how they affect you.
Plus, we'll have a constant update on every national race.
And in-depth expert analysis on the issues county by county.
Watch our complete election coverage with News 6 and clickorlando.com.
Well, in a lot of places in Central Florida, you might be saying, where is all this rain right now? Well, it's kind of on the southern end. Julie Broughton, what's going on?
Yeah, we're seeing those heavy rain showers and also some stronger storms in Osceola County and Brevard County. No severe weather advisories in place for us, but it has been an active day. Radar forest showing we're seeing some showers over the Ocala National Forest, but as Matt was just telling us, the real action is off to the south. Some of the heaviest rain now moving into Brevard County, although we are seeing a lot of lightning right along the turnpike in Osceola County. As we take 192 over into Brevard County, Satellite Beach, India Atlantic down through Palm Bay, Grant, Valcaria, seeing some of those heavier showers. Mico, you are dry right now, but I think you'll see some rain in the next half hour or so. Right on top of Malabar, also seeing really heavy rain. So if you're heading out driving right now, right along US 1, we are talking about 2 to 3 inches of rain falling per hour in some spots. Melbourne Beach getting hit pretty hard right now, as well as Melbourne Village. All of this is moving to the east. Now, if you are heading out to walk your dog this evening, look at these faces. You have to stop and look. I was so happy when I logged on to our pins page and saw Daphne and Marley smiling at us. Please go to clickorlando.com/pins. Pin your pet photos for us. 83 degrees at 8 o'clock, 82 degrees at 9 o'clock. And again, you may see a few showers, especially across our southern counties for your walk this evening. Our launch credit union camera out at Port Canaveral showing cloudy skies in some spots. And we are seeing, again, for some reason, this is not registering, but you are seeing some showers out there in Brevard County, sitting right now at 75 degrees in Melbourne, 83 in Cape Canaveral. Orlando is at 80, and our areas where you're dry, you are still hanging out in the low 90s. Here is that front we're talking about. Now, we had that front move through toward the end of last week that made it all the way through, brought some drier air. This is stalling out, keeping our rain chances elevated, along with an area of low pressure over the Gulf, which will just continue to pump moisture up into our area. Taking you out to the tropics now, Ernesto has officially lost its tropical status. It is now moving to the north and through the North Atlantic, continuing to weaken. Now, here's your pinpoint accurate forecast.
Your forecast is sponsored by Publix.
77 is our overnight low with partly cloudy skies. We'll keep it muggy as we head through the overnight hours, so don't be surprised when you step outside tomorrow morning, and it's pretty humid to start out our Wednesday. 94 for our high tomorrow with rain chances at 60%. We bump those up to 70% toward the end of the week, so really not the greatest week. You know, kind of soggy.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the engines are about to roar again at Daytona International Speedway. NASCAR's top drivers are headed back to Volusia County.
NASCAR's second Daytona race, the Coke Zero Sugar 400, is Saturday. Sports director Jamie Say is live right now. Not driving. She's in the car driving on the track. Jamie, what is going on?
It's very alarming because you're not looking forward. You're
I'm not. I'm driving hands-free. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I'm not just at the track. I'm on the track. We're doing some pace car rides with Daytona International Speedway President Frank Kelleher. He's in the driver's seat. Nathaniel Rivas is in the back getting all of these great shots. We're going, what, down the back stretch?
We're getting into NASCAR Turn 1 right now.
So we're going into Turn 1. Frank, thank you so much for taking us around the World Center of Racing. Again, Coke Zero Sugar 400, 7:30 Saturday night. The Xfinity Series race the night before Friday at 7:30. Live on Daytona International Speedway. I'm Jamie Say, getting results. Guys, back to you.
Amy, that is my favorite live interview we've done in a long time.
Really cool.
You have to just tell me real quick, what is it like when you're on one of those bank turns? I've always wondered. I've seen people walk up it. It's got to be crazy.
No, it's crazy. It's crazy to look through the front windshield as you're tilting down. We're going right now. No, it's very jarring, but it's exhilarating, too, to be on this track.
Now, Jamie, that does not look like a News 6 vehicle. Can we get the News 6 car out there in the next 30 minutes and see how fast it can go?
Oh, I don't think it can go as fast as this Toyota Camry can.
All right. Nobody wants to see a News 6 vehicle rolling down. Jamie Say, thank you so much. We appreciate you. That was fantastic.
After the break, the local company that just beat out hundreds of others for a big reward from NASA.
Coming up in the morning, keeping an eye on what your kids are doing on their phones.
The local sheriff that says parents are missing some big red flags and what he's planning to try and change that.
Plus, a full recap of primary night. We'll see you for News 6 Mornings, 5 to 7 a.m.
This portion of the news is sponsored by Freedom Health Medicare Advantage Plans.
Because of you, the insurance people decided that they're going to help. You did it. Channel 6 did it. And that I will say thank you.
Don't miss your favorite News 6 podcast, Florida 4th Estate, Riff on This, Florida Foodie, and Real Talk Real Solutions. Listen when you want on clickorlando.com or download News 6 Plus to your smart TV to start listening now. Sponsored by Lexus of Orlando.
While the rockets we launch from the Space Coast get a lot of attention, another development there is getting some pretty big recognition.
NASA awarded the grand prize in their Deep Space Food Challenge to Interstellar Lab in Merritt Island. NASA tasked more than 300 teams from 32 countries to come up with different ways to provide safe, nutritious, and tasty food for astronauts during long-duration human spaceflight exploration and habitats. So the Merritt Island team wowed officials with their self-sustaining greenhouses that produced fresh vegetables, microgreens, even insects. The lab, right? Yep. The lab received $750,000 to continue their research. Gotta feed the astronauts and they need their protein.
Yeah, it takes a long time to get to Mars. I've often wondered how they keep enough food on board. If you could grow your own.
Right. How are you going to keep all that fresh? So that's a solution. Ginger Gadsden is here now with what we are working on for News 6 at 6.
Also, if you get stuck on the ISS.
True.
Unplanned. Well, the Lake Mary Little League All-Stars are preparing to get back on top during tonight's game. Coming up at 6, we're live on the team's preparation and the plan to leave it all on the field tonight. Plus, time is ticking to cast your vote in today's state primary. We're following some of the biggest local races, including a face-off for the Florida Senate District 15 seat. More on the election battle is next. You're watching News 6, getting results. We'll be right back.